gbadé. Ọrùn ṣàwó títí ọrùn gbèjì dára ìrẹsẹ̀. Ìbàdí nìkan ń ló ṣàwó tó gba másáàjì aṣọ ọba tí ń tanná ranran. Àyíká fún orí ní rómi, àbùfọ́ba ní róni. Wọ́n ń bẹ lóko àsìngbà, ẹbọ làwọn oníkọ́mú ṣe. Orí ní róni nìkan ní ń bẹ lẹ́yìn tí ń ṣàwó. Lọ́ba ń pé orí ní róni ọba kan ò lè gbá mi ró. As you join in, let's know where you are streaming from today. Àṣẹ Àbọrú, Àbọyè, Àbọṣíṣẹ, àṣùgbọ́ àtọ̀yìn. As you join, please tap on your screen, like, share, and repost. Please tap on your screen as you join. Moshe Àbọrú, Àbọyè, Àbọṣíṣẹ, àṣùgbọ́ àtọ̀yìn. Grand rising to another beautiful day. Ojúmọ́ ire o, ojúmọ́ ìdùnnú. Ojúmọ́ àlàáfíà níbi gbogbo tẹ́ ẹ bá ti ń gbọ́ wa o. Orí ṣàwó títí orí gbadé. Ojúmọ́ ire o, golden light. Ọrùn ṣàwó títí ọrùn gbèjì lára ẹlẹ́kẹ̀. Ìbàdí nìkan ń ló ṣàwó tó gba másáàjì aṣọ ọba tí ń tanná ranran. Adífá fún orí ní rómi, àbùfọ́ba ní rómi. Wọ́n ń bẹ lóko àsìngbà, Ebola won't come she over on Grand Rising. Keep tapping on your screen as you join. Those of you on YouTube, please let me know that the quality of the video and the sound quality is good. Golden Light, Eshe Gonio, thank you very much. Confirm that the quality, video quality and sound quality is excellent on YouTube. Ojúmọ́ ire o, Jane Juma, Eko Ojúmọ́, báwo làwọn ará ilé o. Keep tapping on your screen, please. Keep tapping on your screen. On YouTube, send in your heart me for the day. Àbọrú, Àbọyè, Àbọṣíṣẹ is good. Adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Elédùmarè. Ẹ ṣé gan-an. Grand Rising and welcome to another episode of Àṣẹ for Today. Àṣẹ for Today, where we share the daily Àṣẹ, the daily Odù Ifá for each day. Keep tapping on your screen. Those of you on YouTube, if on TikTok, if you are on YouTube, like, share, comment, keep engaging, repost, do every excellent thing you can to push this live streaming forward. Àbọrú, Àbọyè, Àbọṣíṣẹ, àṣùgbọ́ àtọ̀yìn, nílé lóko lẹ́yìn odi, níbi gbogbo tẹ́ ẹ bá ti ń gbọ́. Wherever it is you are viewing us from, this is the TikTok channel of Ifa College and the YouTube channel of Iyanifa Ewa TV. And this is our daily show, our daily program where we dive into the Odù Ifá for each new day. Today is episode 17, season 2. Season 1 had about 26 episodes. If you missed it, you'll catch a replay on the YouTube channel. We are going to another Odù Ifá for today. Someone says you're not responding to me. Where have you sent a message that you have not received a response? I don't have any unread messages on in my DM. So maybe you are sending a message to the wrong number. But if you are sure you are sending a message to the right number, please resend your message. Keep tapping on your screen. We are delving into another Ifá for today. Another Odù Ifá for today. I'm your host, Iyanifa Ewa, and we have this program every weekday morning, Mondays to Fridays, 6 a.m. Nigerian time, 5 a.m. for those of you in UK and in Ghana, and 1 a.m. for those on the EST, which will be 10 p.m. on those on the Pacific time. Yesterday we delved into Odù Ifá Meji, Odù Ifá Eleye, and we explained a lot of things about the role of our mothers, the role of the spiritual mothers and female as a gender, and how we are able to use that for our best. Odù Ifá Eleye. Today we are delving into another Odù Ifá. If you are on the global Ifá community, you would have seen that Odù Ifá was the Odù Ifá for today. Those of you on the global Ifá community. And if you are not on that community, send a message to the WhatsApp number that will be showing on your screen. Honorable Abiodun Eshe Goni, and request to be added to the global Ifa community. That's where you will get information, update as to the activities going on in the community, where you get the support of people that share the same outlook to life as you. If you are catching a replay, just click on the description box below. The link to join the global Ifa community will be there. So if you are on the community, please, what's the Odù Ifá for this morning? We have posted it today. Odù Ifá wo là ń gbé yẹ̀wò lénìí? Odù Ifá wo òun là ń gbé yẹ̀wò lónìí? Let me know where you are streaming from as you join in. Ẹ jẹ́ ká mọ̀ bí tẹ́ ẹ ti ń stream lénìí o. On YouTube, on TikTok, as you join in, please click on the plus sign to follow. It's very important. You are helping the algorithm understand that this is good content and they should push it to more and more people. Eshe Goni, thank you from Ibadan. The Odù Ifá for today is Obara Meji. Odù Ifá Obara Meji. Eshe Goni. TikTok, please send in your heart me for the day. And send in your heart me for the day. You are streaming from Òṣogbo. Ẹ̀yin ará Òṣogbo, ìlú Ọ̀ṣun ṣẹ̀ǹgẹ̀ṣẹ̀. Eshe Goni. Adúpẹ́ o, Eshe. Thank you so much. Akodaye Asheba, let's make our Iba before we delve into the live streaming for today. As I make the Iba, it is usually said in Yoruba. You came early today, amazing, Eshe Goni. Mr. Mike, Àbọrú Àbọyè, Ogbuatoyin, Kebi from Lagos, thank you so much. As we go into the Iba, you just type IBASE in the comment section. IBASE is IBASAE. From Ojú Ẹlẹ́gbà, Eshe Goni o, Mayokun, Ire àti Ayọ̀, òun ló máa bá gbogbo wa gbé o. Ojúmọ́ ire, ojúmọ́ ọlá, ojúmọ́ ìdùnnú àti àlàáfíà fún gbogbo wa nílé lóko lẹ́yìn odi. Níbi gbogbo tẹ́ ẹ bá ti ń gbọ́ mi ní àárọ̀ yìí. You want to tell Ifá, okay, send a message to the WhatsApp number that will be posted. Somebody will post the WhatsApp number now. We are going into our Iba. Iba is how we pay homage to the powers that be, to Olódùmarè, the divine and supreme being, and to every other power that has made today possible. I would always say the Iba in Yoruba because it's easier and more powerful and more authentic that way. So if you don't understand Yoruba, never mind. Just type IBASE in the comment section. Ọ̀ṣúndàrà, Ifá mo dúpẹ́, mo rí yín o, ojúmọ́ àlàáfíà to you, my dear sister. Akọ́dáyé àṣèbà, àṣèbà ṣẹ̀dá. Àṣìbà tí wáyé ọjọ́, àṣìbà tí wọ̀ oòrùn. Elédùmarè ọba tẹ́rẹrẹ kárí ayé, àṣìbà aníkíbà wá ṣẹ. Òràn ọmọ níṣẹ́ fàyàtì, àṣìbà ọba tó lọ kán ní kése. Ọba lánàá, ọba lẹ́yìn, ọba títí ayérayé, àṣìbà. Ọba tó fi gbogbo àgbálá ayé yìí tó fi ṣe àpótí ìtìsẹ̀ rẹ̀, àṣìbà. Ẹlẹ́yinjú, ọba tó ní igbó kìjikìjikìjikìji, àṣìbà aníkíbà wá ṣẹ o. Kábíyèsí ọba tí ń fọba jẹ, kábíyèsí. Alágbádá iná, kábíyèsí, àṣèbà aníkíbà wá ṣẹ o. IBASE. Ajagunmalè olúwo òdi ọ̀run, àṣèbà olúbíkí ọ̀sán ìbíkí, àṣèbà gbogbo àwọn orí kọ̀ọ̀kan tó péjọ síbí lẹ́yìn, àṣèbà orí, àṣèbà ẹlẹ́dàá aníkíbà wá ṣẹ o. Àṣèbà bàbá àti ìyá tó ṣọlọ́kọ̀ tó wá sáyé, àwọn tó wà pẹ̀lú wa, àwọn tó ti rí ibi àgbáre, aníkíbà wá ṣẹ o. Ajíbọ́lá mi ò gbódò ọ̀rà, Ajíbọ́lá ẹ̀dán onílé, mo ṣèbà, Àbẹ̀ní ìyá mi, mo ṣèbà, Ajíbọ́lá mo ní kíbà mi ṣẹ o. Ẹ̀yin ìyá mi ọ̀pá kí àlàkẹ́, ẹ̀yin alágogo jẹ, ẹ̀yin ìyá mi arógbaṣọ má balẹ̀. Ọlọ́mú kan tí ń fún gba ọmọ ọlọ́mú, ẹlẹ́sẹ̀ kan tí ń bẹ́ lẹ́sẹ̀ méjì jà. Abiyamọ òde ọ̀run, àṣèbà, abiyamọ ọlọ́jà gbọ̀rọ̀gbọ̀rọ̀, ògbẹ́kùn ọmọ ẹ̀ta tí wéré, apanimáyọ̀dà, ẹ̀yin lẹ̀yìn jẹ́dẹ̀, ẹ̀yin ìyá mi arógbaṣọ má bòtán. Àṣèbà ní o, aníkíbà àṣẹ. Gbogbo àwọn òrìṣà tá à ń ṣọ̀fọ̀ fún lẹ́yìn, aníkọ́lọ́sẹ̀ ó gbà á láṣẹ Èdùmàrè, aníkíbà wá ṣẹ o. A tún ti wá bọ́ sínú ẹ̀kọ́ Ifá mi lẹ́yìn. Ọgbọ́n ìmọ̀ àti òye tífá máa fi ń mọ̀yàn, òun ni kífá wá fi mọ̀ wá o láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Gbogbo ire tó wà nínú Odù Ifá Ọ̀bàrà méjì tá a fẹ́ gbéyẹ̀wò lẹ́yìn, gbogbo ire tó wà nínú Odù Ifá yẹn, òun ni kó jẹ́ tiwa o láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ọgbọ́n ìmọ̀ àti òye tá a fi lè rí ayé gbé, tífá fi ń tọ́ni sọ́nà, òun ni kó wá jẹ́ tiwa lẹ́yìn. Gbogbo orí kọ̀ọ̀kan tó péjọ síbí báyìí, ó ní nǹkan kan tó ní kálukú ní ń wá tó ń béèrè. Ifá afinimọ̀nà ọmọ aráyé, Ifá fọ̀nà wọ gbogbo wa o láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. IBASE o. Àṣẹ. We just made our Iba and we have just paid homage to the powers that be. Those of you on TikTok, it's very important. Keep tapping on your screen. Follow, like, share, repost, everything you can do. Same on YouTube. YouTube is not left behind. We are grateful that the YouTube visual and audio is super clear today. Elédùmarè, ẹ ṣé, a dúpẹ́. Odù Ifá, Obara, Meji. I'm reading from the manuscript of the manuscript of the Ifá College. Emmanuel, you said pray for me. What exactly do you need Iwure for? What is happening with you? I hope all is well. We're reading from the manuscript of the Ifá College, the sacred text of Ifá that combines the ancient Yoruba rendering of the Odù Ifá, and it is translated into English. And then we have the blessings and the lessons in that Odu coming up next, and how to apply it to our everyday lives. And then it ends with the Iwure and the prayer with each Odu. Is that okay? Jane, please can you post the WhatsApp number on the screen so that those that want to copy it can copy it on TikTok and on YouTube. Ẹ ṣé gan ni. Odù Ifá Obara Meji ni Odù Ifá tá ń gbé yẹ̀wò lẹ́ni, and it is the first essay in the sacred text of the Odu. Click on the plus sign, follow, like, and share. Just hold on and listen. Pray, please. You need the Iwure for success. First of all, listen to the instruction that Ifá has. The reason that you are still aiming for a certain level of success and you have not had it is because there are certain things you don't know. I keep saying it, 80% of your problems will be solved by knowledge. Knowing the right thing to do at the right time in the right way and going ahead to do it. You will find out that life is not that hard. But ignorance and lack of knowledge is how we got to where we are, and that is what I am helping you to unlearn and to unravel. So pay attention to the knowledge and the instruction first before we start clamoring for prayer. This Odù Ifá ends with Iwure and prayer, but before the Iwure is the teaching. So relax and enjoy the teaching of today. Shotiyewa, bye. Thank you so much, Jane. On TikTok too, can the WhatsApp number be posted? Odù Ifá Obara Meji. Now, if you have not pre-ordered this sacred text of the Odu, head over to ifacollege.ng. That's the website, ifacollege.ng. Go to the menu bar, you'll see the sacred text of the Odù Ifá. Pre-order for it. There is no point reading the Odù Ifás when you cannot apply it to your everyday life. There is no point reading it when you cannot point out the lessons and the blessings that are in it. It's just going to be another poem, history, and storybook. And Ifá is more than that. Mr. Mike, ẹ ṣé púpọ̀. The WhatsApp number has been posted by Mr. Mike and it has been pinned on your screen. Odù Ifá Obara Meji. Ẹyẹlé ní ń wẹ̀ fónífóní tí ń fi omi wúrà ṣiṣẹ́. Adífá fún èjì ọ̀bàrà tí ń sunkún pòun ò lára. Ẹbọ lawó ní kó mú ṣe, ó sì gbẹ́bọ níbẹ̀, ó rúbọ. Èjì ọ̀bàrà mo fowó ṣará. Àgbà tí ò lówó a máa lọ́gbọ́n. Èjì ọ̀bàrà mo fowó ṣará. Ìgbà tí ìpọ́njú tó tán, ijó ní ń jó, ayọ̀ ní ń yọ̀. Ó ń yin awo, awo ń yin Ifá, Ifá ń yin Elédùmarè ọba. Àbọrú, Àbọyè, Àbọṣíṣẹ. Let's go through that again. And then we move to the English translation. He says, Obara Meji, ẹyẹlé ní ń wẹ̀ fónífóní tó ń fomi wúrà ṣiṣẹ́. Adífá fún èjì ọ̀bàrà èyí tí ń sunkún pòun ò lára. Ẹbọ lawó ní kó mú ṣe, ó sì gbẹ́bọ níbẹ̀, ó rúbọ. Èjì ọ̀bàrà mo fowó ṣará. Àgbà ò lówó a lọ́gbọ́n. Èjì ọ̀bàrà mo fowó ṣará. Ìgbà tí ìpọ́njú bá tán, ijó ní ń jó, ayọ̀ ní ń yọ̀. Ó ń yin awo, awo ń yin Ifá, Ifá ń yin Elédùmarè ọba. Àbọrú, Àbọyè, Àbọṣíṣẹ. Mo àtọyìn o. Now let's translate that to English. Odù Ifá Obara Meji. He says the dove washes itself sparkling clean. dipping his beak softly in gold water to walk. He was told this Ifa divination was cast for Obara, who was weeping that he had no people, he had no means, he had no support. That was what his divination was about. He came to his Awo crying that he had no support, he had no means, he had no people. Kolara. He was told to offer Ebo. He heard and he performed the Ebo, the sacrifice. Obara said, I use money and wealth to serve as my support and means. When elders lack money, they seek wisdom, they seek knowledge, they seek understanding. Obara, I use money and wealth to serve as my support and my means. When his previous worries and calamities finished, it remained dancing and singing and rejoicing. He praised his Awo praised Ifa, and Ifa praised Olódùmarè, the king. Olódùmarè Ọba, Àbọrú, Àbọyè, Àbọṣíṣẹ. Mo ṣe ògbó atọ́ fún gbogbo wa o. Now, this Odù Ifá, it sounds very straightforward, but there are certain things that we are going to pick out of it. For those of you on TikTok, I think TikTok has given us our live goal for today. Let's check it out. Olatunji, you said you love this. We too love it, though. Ifa loves it. Okay, the live goal for today is roses from 20 different people. Rose from 20 different people is the live goal on TikTok. 20 gifters to drop in their rose. Eshe pupo adupeo. This Odù Ifá says, the dove washes itself sparkling clean. What does the dove use to wash itself sparkling clean? It uses water, gold water, to walk. The water that this dove uses to wash itself is gold water. Now, what does gold signify in our everyday life, in our modern day society? What does gold signify? Thank you so much for that gift. Oshundara, Mr. Mike, Jane Juma, Eshegoni Adupeo. 5 people. We need 15 more people. It's just roses. We have about 60 people on this live streaming. Thank you so much, Stanley. Eshe Popo. Thank you. As we meet our life goal, the algorithm is understanding that this Ifa teaching is something that everybody wants to hear and needs to hear, and they will push it to much more people. It says the dove washes itself sparkling clean, dipping its beak softly in gold water. Now, when you hear gold, what comes to your mind in modern day life, in 2020, this 21st century? What comes to your mind when you hear the word gold? Please, comment section. Let's be fast. What comes to your mind when you hear the word gold? When gold is used, something golden, you see a gold color, you see gold plated things, you see gold jewelry, what comes to your mind? Luxury. Yes, luxury. Thank you so much, Jane Juma. Wealth. Eshe Pupo. Keep tapping on your screen. Mr. Mike said well. Those of you on YouTube, what comes to your mind when you hear the word gold? What does gold represent? If a company is branding and they say, oh, we need a touch of gold, represents power, royalty, something valuable. Eshe Pupo. Thank you. So this dove that we were talking about here, it was washing itself clean, sparkling. And you know that the beauty of a dove is when it is pure, sparkling, and beautiful. Like it is white, no blemish. Value and wealth. Eshe Goniu. Olalekan. Mayokun said something valuable. Eshe Pupo. When you see dove, what makes a dove stand out? It's the purity, is how clean it is. Now, Odù Ifá says this particular dove that was referred to while doing this divination for Obara, it washes itself crystal clean, sparkling clean, with water of what? Wealth, royalty, value. What other thing did we have? Wealth, royalty, value, power, riches. This is what this dove bats itself with, washes itself with. Ifa is telling us something there. Ifa is telling us something there. I tell people that you will not understand how to define Africa, how to define Yoruba people, how to define your roots and your source, if you do not go into the Odù Ifá that Olódùmarè gave to us as their own words. Odù Ifá is the words of Olódùmarè. Ifá ni ohun ẹnu Olódùmarè. Ifá is the words of Olódùmarè. So if you want to find out something from someone, how do you get it? Through their words. You ask them a question and they speak. This is Olódùmarè speaking to us constantly about who we are, about the way we were created, what was intended for us. And this Odù Ifá is one of it. Now, when we keep talking about Africa is rich, Africa is wealthy, Africa is this, and people think we are just saying that because we want to be patriotic of our continent or our people or our source. No, it's more than that. It is the true description of who we are. Wealth. We wash ourselves, we bath ourselves, we decorate ourselves with wealth, with royalty, with dignity. Whatever it is that describes Africa aside from this is not the true description of who we are. And if we are not experiencing that as a culture, as a nation, as a people right now, it is because some other things has infiltrated us. Let me digress a bit. I was watching a YouTube video about the guy who was speaking. I think he's a philosopher or something. I can't remember the course that he said he studied in school, but he's taking some graduate program in some sort of history and philosophy and all of that. And then he said in his class, one of his lecturers asked, they said, why do you think the West colonized Africa, Asia, and it wasn't the other way around? Why did the colonization come from the West to Africa? Take, for instance, our focus is on Africa. And why did it not go the other way around? Now, simple answer from what he said. Maybe because they didn't need to. If Africa needed to move out into the rest of the world, Africa would have. I keep making reference to the transatlantic trade period, that time period. It was the West that was looking for something. That is why they came. People don't, if you have everything you need, you are not likely to be knocking from one house to another to see what is happening there. When they came initially, they probably did not come with the idea of, we are going to loot these people, we are going to take from them. They came with the idea of, the things we have around here is not enough for us. Europe at the time was divided by language, by everything here and there. And they needed more allies, they needed more forces, they needed to grow their colonies. There were so many things that was not complete in the sense of what they are. Look at their weather, look at their land, look at their what's it called, their climate, their agriculture, the things that was inherent with people at the time. They did not have a lot of that, so they had a need to move out into other places and see what is happening there. And they came all through the Atlantic, and they came to see what this continent looked like. And they started with trade. Now, Africa did not have any need to move out from where they are to somewhere else. As it were, they had pretty much everything that life could present for them. Nobody has it all. But if you look at it from that angle, you would understand why we describe this continent, the people we are, as people that are rich in everything. And that is what we are returning back to. That is what we are defining to ourselves, reminding ourselves of the people that we are, reminding ourselves of the people from which we take our source. Is like the son of a king, or the son of a president, or the son of a prime minister that decides to travel to another country to study. He's admitted like any other student. But after a while, he starts to act in a certain way like an ordinary child who has no privileges, who has no entitlement, who has no wealth or anything attached, inheritance and all of that. No. The moment people find out that that is who he is, life for him will change totally. Although he's not in the country from which he has that entitlement and inheritance. He's like the son of the king of England or one eastern country, decides to travel to another part of the world, despite the fact that that is not where he has taken his source from and where his father is king. The nation, the authority in that nation, we still treat him like that because he's representing something. So despite the fact that we have been taken away, far away from where we are, far away from the people that we are, far away geographically, mentally, emotionally, financially, intellectually, academically, socially, in every way, we have been taken far away from the people that we really are. It's time for us to remember that life for us is more than just this. It's time for us to remember that the people that we are is more than just this. Is that okay? The live goal is still on TikTok. We need 15 more different people. We have 70 people on this live streaming. It's just roses. 15 more different people. 15 more different people. Thank you so much for that person. What's your name? Saint Mayor. Bukola Eshepupo. Bukola Eshepupo. Who else? Who else? Who else? 14 more people. Help us make that live goal so that we can push this to more and more people. 5 minutes left. Just 5 minutes left, and we need 14 more people. So that is the description of wealth. Golden light, that is what describes who we are. Is that Owolabi? Thank you so much for that gift. Let me see what the name of the person is. Yeah. Now, this divination, this story was put forward to describe something. Remember that I said Yoruba people are deeply rooted in their spirituality. Their language, their culture, their tradition, their clothing, everything about them is deeply rooted in their spirituality. That last person that gave a gift, I can't pronounce your name, but thank you so much for that. They said this Ifa divination was cast for Obara, who was weeping that he had no means of support. He didn't have anybody. Kolara. Obara went to his awo to tell them that, see, this life is not what I want. Look at the way life is. Nobody to support, nobody to call a friend, nobody to call family, nobody to go to, no means of doing anything. That is what Obara came to complain about. Harmony, blue harmony, Eshegonio. As you give that gift, Ajay would supply it back to you in abundance. We need 11 more people, and we have just 2 minutes. 11 more people to give roses. We have about 100 people on this live streaming. 11 more different people. Thank you so much. So that was what he came complaining about. He did not have any means. He didn't have anything. And life did not look like what it was supposed to look like for him. That was what he came to his awo to complain about. Now, a divination was done. Based on that, ebos were prescribed. What's it called? Etutu, ebo, sacrifice and appeasement was prescribed for him. And Ifa says he performed them, and he performed them completely. Now, what happened? Obara came back and he said, I use wealth and money to serve as my support and means. Remember that what he came crying for was that he did not have support. That he did not have support. And he came back to his awo after he has done the ebo and the etutu. What was the first support that Ifa answered him with? Money and wealth. Yoruba says, Obara mo n fowo shara, mo n fi ola shara, mo n fi ola shara. He says, I use wealth and money to serve as my support and means. Now let's pause again. I'm sure that at this point, those of you that have been following me in the last few days will say, Iyanifa has just been talking about money. It's not me, it's Odù Ifá. It is not me. Those of you that understand Yoruba, you can understand the ancient Yoruba word. Wọ́n ní èjì ọ̀bàrà ń sunkún pòun ò lára. Ó ṣẹbọ ó padà wá sọ pé èmi ń fowó ṣara. Owó ni mo fi ń ṣe ara. It was money he was using as the support. I'm not the one, it's not my idea. That is to show you that Africa being a rich nation was intentional. Olódùmarè knows that in this life we need money and wealth as our support. The life goal is the roses. The life goal is the roses. Ẹ ṣé púpọ̀. We need money and wealth as our support, which is why I've been clamoring on building wealth and building generational wealth. Building wealth and building generational wealth. The support that you need, the means that you need. Thank you so much. We have gone halfway. We need 10 more different people with roses. The support that you need starts with you being able to financially support yourself. In this life as we know it, financial support is key. Odù Ifá ló sọ. You need it. To be able to make better choices, you need it. To be able to have better quality of life, you need it. To be able to stand and reject certain things, you need it. So as you are going through life, it's okay. As you are going through life, you need to understand that that support, the major support you have in life has to come from your finances, from the wealth you are building, the wealth you are creating, the wealth you are multiplying. Is very compulsory. We started this teaching from Ogbewenyiwo. Ogbewenyiwo said, Mo weni mo rowo. Is a very important part of your life. I tell people that travel from Africa, from certain countries in Africa, and they travel to the west or to the east, half of your prayer points, if not 70% of your prayer points, will reduce. It will be cut off. It will be answered when you get to an environment where money is actually working. You are in this part of the world. You are still waking up to pray. Hey, God, let NEPA give us light today. In between, NEPA is I think they have so many names now, but NEPA is what we have always been. And in my head, it will always be NEPA. Is the Nigerian Electric Power Authority. They are the ones that supply power and electricity. You wake up and you are praying, I have something I need to do today. I have products I need to pack and meet. God, please let NEPA bring light today. The moment you move into an environment where money is working, where people are paying tax and their taxes is being used for substantial things that we can see, that prayer point will reduce. Even if you stay in this part of the world, the moment you have money, you can afford to stay in a place that supplies its own power 24 hours. You will never have to pray that prayer again. That's half of your problem gone. You want to travel. You are praying, hey God, take care of the road. Oh. Don't let anything happen on the road. Hope the bad roads will not affect. Meanwhile, your mates are flying. They just fly and stop. They are not bothered. As a child is sitting down at home every day praying for school fees. God, provide money for my mommy and my daddy to pay school fees. If the parents are building wealth, your child doesn't have to add that to the list of their prayer points. It's very important for yourself, for your generation. Be the one to change the story of the economy of this nation. Be part of the people that will change that story. Obara says, Mo fi owó ṣara, I have used money and wealth to serve as my own support and means. We are speaking about Ifá now. We want more and more people to know about Ifá. We want to be able to get Ifá to the place that is supposed to be, beginning from teaching children in public schools. We have Christian religious studies in the school system. We have Islamic religious studies in the school system. We are pushing for them to have Ifá studies in the school system too, where students can study it and know about it and have access to the truth about it. We are not going to do that if we do not have money and support. We cannot do it. We are pushing to have quality movies that talks about the truth of our culture. Do you know what it costs to push out such movies? It's money is needed. I beg of you, you need to change your narrative and your idea about wealth creation. You need to change your idea about it. If you are still in team, stop talking about money. Everything is not money. Money. Why are you angry with money? Why? Why does the thought of somebody making money and creating wealth, why does it offend you? Why does it upset you? What is the fight? What did money do to you? If you have a problem with money and money has offended you, let's finish the fight. Let me apologize to you on behalf of money. Money is good. If money has hurt you, sorry. Money is not your problem. Don't be angry with money. It's like somebody is angry that everywhere you go to is water they are talking about. You use water to take your bath. You cook with water. You drink water. If you get to the hospital, they will put you on drip, give you water. You want to swim, it is water. The high sea that we move goods from here to here is water. Why is everybody talking about water? Fela said water doesn't have enemy. Money is not supposed to have enemy too. Stop fighting with money. Money is not your enemy. Whatever it is they told you about money that is making you uncomfortable when they mention it, heal. Some people need to heal in their finances and begin to develop a good relationship with money. I have a video on YouTube, Ajé in Modern Society. I described Ajé, which is the Orisha of money, of wealth, financial increase, economic stability, and money opportunities. I defined Orisha Ajé as a living being. And we decided to use the characteristics of living things that we have been taught. Who remembers that acronym for the characteristics of living things? Who remembers it? Integrated science, biology. Type it in the comment section. Characteristics of living things. You will find out that Ajé is a living being like you, and Ajé needs to be related with in a good way. Coconut water and your urine mixed together, what does it mean? It means go and throw it inside the dustbin. Drink the coconut water. Let your urine go down the pipe where it's supposed to go. Why are you trying to conjure what is not conjurable? Coconut water and urine mixed together. Are you a spiritualist? You are not a spiritualist. Why are you trying to mix coconut water and urine together? For what? If you need spiritual work, go to somebody that is trained in that line. Stop gambling with your life. What if coconut water does not align with your own destiny? It can work for your twin sister. What if it doesn't align with your own destiny? It's like somebody is asking, I want to make salt. They said salt is what? NaCl. Excuse me, please, how do we mix the sodium and the chlorine together? You are not a science student. You are not a chemistry student. Go to the market and buy salt. They have packaged it for you. Leave nitrogen and oxygen and sodium chloride to the people that learnt it. Don't stop doing this thing, you people. The people that are putting out this information in a general space, they don't care about you. Let me tell you that first thing. They are just gathering views and likes and monetizing that information because they know all of you are looking for moon water plus sun water plus ash water. I beg of you, these things, look at it from the angle that what if this thing flips on you? How do you stop it? Please, if you need spiritual products, you need spiritual help, you need spiritual concussion, go to a spiritualist. The way medical doctors have spent 10, 15, 20 years of their life training to become medical doctors, spiritualists have spent years, some of them over a decade, learning this thing. Pick the one you can trust. Let them mix it for you. This is not garri and water that you are drinking. It's okay. So as we were saying, I asked a question, what are those characteristics of living thing that you are taught? biology and chemistry. Don't do like this. So your daddy paid so much money for school fees. So those of you in Nigeria and Ghana, at least I shall know that WAEC syllabus we teach it. If that is the only two countries that I know. Characteristics of living thing. What's the acronym that they taught us in school? You do not remember when they taught you Mr. Nigeri in school? Your daddy should go back to school and collect the school fees. The characteristics of living things has the acronym Mr. Niger, and then it ends with D. Movement, respiration, nutrition, irritability, growth, excretion, reproduction, and unleave. But that D part, let's remove it. Our orishas don't unleave. So I defined Orisha Ajé in this way, making you understand that Ajé moves, Ajé reproduces. You have to feed Ajé, that is nutrition. The feeling, the I is for feeling. Ajé can feel the energy of what you carry. Ajé can grow. All of these attributes comes to this Orisha that represents money. If you create an environment that Ajé feels unwelcomed and you are hostile towards money, it will not stay with you. It will not. So please, whatever pain you have towards money and finances, you need to heal it. You need it in this life. You need it to be able to be part of the progress that Africa is creating. That one thing was the first thing that was taken. The moment you cut down a people in their finances and their economy, you have entirely crippled them. Yes, they still have a voice. Yes, they can still shout. Yes, they can still speak. But when it comes to working, take for instance, there is a awareness, is it an awareness I'll call it, that is going on right now at the time of recording this video. There is a girl, there was a girl, Ochaya, I think that's her name. She was raped and right now she's unalive and they are seeking justice for her. And one of the prominent feminists that has been, pushing that case, she's been able to use her voice to get the attention of very prominent people. But I saw her video a couple of days ago. She said, we have gotten the attention of this senator and this governor and this governor's wife and this. What we need right now is what they need right now is money to move that case from where it is, I think, to Lagos or somewhere. What they need right now is money. After they lended their voice, they got the attention of the people that they needed to get their attention. Yes, they have used that. But now they need money to be able to get justice for that young girl and for every other girl child that has been treated that way. We need money. We cannot overemphasize this, which is why I have decided out of my own free will to teach us about money, about how to grow wealth, how to build businesses, how to make investment, how to do sales, how to do marketing, using the Odù Ifá as a reference. By next week, the link to access that teaching will be on the website. You will be able to access it. Together, we will be able to grow. Somebody might be asking, why is Iyanifa doing this? I've told you before, Ifá did not ask us to go and win souls and bring people. No. But you, everybody that I'm looking at, the over 100 people on YouTube or on TikTok right now, the thousands of people on YouTube right now, you people are a part of the future that my own children are going to live in, that I am also going to live in. I cannot create that future for myself. So working by myself and making money for myself and keeping it to myself and having knowledge and keeping it to myself, it's not going to make life better for me. There is just so much I can control life from myself. But that future that we are all looking for, that future we are all praying for as we raise our children, it needs everybody. So I want you, one by one, Abby, Lawal, who else, Jane, as many people as I can see here, I want everybody one by one to be able to access that
wealth, that knowledge is going to make life better for each and every one of us. So if I'm doing this and any other Ifa priest or priestess or African spiritualist, African advocate, enthusiast is doing this, is because we are trying to build a future that is better for us. We are investing so much in our own lives, in our own children. We have bought good cars, we are maintaining good health. We are going to put our cars on the road and another driver is going to be on the road. If we do not ensure that every driver has good driving knowledge, even if I have the best driving knowledge and the best car, your life is still at risk because you are not the only road user. That's the best way to explain it. Even if I raise my children well and I am raised well and I create wealth for myself, the future is still at risk if every other person is not doing it. The children you are raising well are still going to meet children that are not raised well, and they are going to interact with them. They will have them as girlfriend and boyfriend. How is that going to make you feel? You have invested in your own life, and then somebody else is doing life anyhow. The people in the hands of affair, they were one of us. If they had taught them right, raised them right, make them understand what choices and consequences is, maybe at least 50% of them will do better, and the quality of life will be better for you and I. So this is why we are doing this. This is why I keep saying, whatever it is you can to share this information, do. Somebody else needs to hear it so that they can make better choices. Somebody else also needs to adopt the teachings of Ifa as their lifestyle. If all of us keep doing it one by one like this, 100 people, 5,000 people, 10,000 people, 10 million people, 100 million people, do you know what life is going to look like? So please, once we start on that course, I'm going to announce it is going to be on the Ifa College website. You are going to be able to access it, follow it, listen to it. You are not paying me anything for it. It is me bringing my wealth of knowledge and experience of building businesses, investments, creating generational wealth from myself, from my own fathers and grandfathers that I saw. I have been doing all of that before I came into Ifa. Now I'm looking at both sides and I'm able to see, and I'm bringing the best of both sides to your doorstep so that you can use it. If you become a wealthy man and Victor becomes a wealthy man, Jane Juma, please can you drop, Janet Africana, please can you drop the WhatsApp, the contact on YouTube? If you become wealthy and successful and you are following Ifa, and the next person becomes wealthy and successful following Ifa, start from your own community. Imagine that every member of your family becomes a faithful Ifa devotee, and they are all creating wealth. Do you know what your family will be like? Now move to your neighbor, move to your uncles and aunties, move to your friends and your family. Imagine how it is spreading. The person that is asking for the WhatsApp number, just copy it on the screen. Janet Africana has posted it. +234 808 417 2309. Copy it like that. Imagine what life will look like. Imagine what life will look like if somebody decides today that let us implement Ifa in the governance of this country, particularly this country called Nigeria. The next set of people, we are going to ask Ifa, these are the candidates, so which of them should we pick? And when they are coming into government, into power, they are swearing by every Orisha that we have, understanding that if you do this, this is what you are going to get. And as they follow step by step, they are asking every decision from Ifa. When they make a mistake, which they are bound to make because they are humans, we go to Ifa immediately to correct it, to take us back on track. Let's practice that for another 5 years. That's when you understand that we don't need religion. A group of people came and looked at us and said, we don't like the way you are serving God. How can you be serving God like this? And they decided to give us an idea of how God should be served. What does that even mean? What does that even mean? Please, let's get back into this. Someone says, how can I reach you? Somebody will post the WhatsApp number on your screen right now and it will be pinned. Victor said, I believe in Ifa from day one. I'm a practitioner. I just need a more wise woman because men into this Ifa are mostly being a woman in the main reason. I'm interested in your Ifa. Okay, you need a woman to guide you through Ifa. All right. Just copy the WhatsApp number that has been posted on your screen and get to it. Please, can you post the WhatsApp number so that I can pin it? Somebody asked, how do I reach you? All right, thank you so much. Jane Juma has posted it, so let's continue. He says here, Obara said, I use money and wealth to serve as my support and means. Right. He says, when elders lack money, they will use wisdom. When elders lack money, they will use wisdom. Where do we get wisdom from? When elders lack money, they will use wisdom. Where do we get wisdom from? Please, as an Ifa devotee, as Omwawo, where do we find wisdom? Where does wisdom come from for us? Where does wisdom come from? Àbọrú Àbọyè, where is wisdom coming from? Where does wisdom come from? They said when elders lack money, they use wisdom. What is wisdom to us? How do we define wisdom in Ifa? Where do we get wisdom from in ÌШЭШE? Comment section, please. Copy the number in that format, +2348041723009. Wisdom is from Ifa. Wisdom is from the Odù Ifá. Thank you so much. Mommy, is that Womzy231? Thank you so much. We get wisdom from the Odù Ifá. So when an elderly person sees that he's in a situation, thank you so much, Victor, he's in a situation where he doesn't have money as his defense, what does he do? He runs to the Odù Ifá for wisdom. Ifa is the one that is going to direct. Ifa ni afini monomo araye. Ifa will direct. Remember that we say in Yoruba when we pray, we don't pray that our blessings should fall from heaven like manna. We don't lift up our eyes unto the hills for our help. Our blessing is here now. We dig them up. Iwure, we dig it up. Iwure, we dig up our blessings. How do we know where to dig up? The land is covered with sand. How do you know where you are going to dig up gold and where water is and where oil is? You use a GPS. Odù Ifá is that GPS. Odù Ifá is that GPS. So when elders lack money, where do they go? They go into Ifa, and Ifa directs them to where to find it. This is where wealth is hidden. Odù Ifá directs them into it. Can you learn Ifa? Yes, you can. Just send a message via the WhatsApp number that is showing on your screen. Please, if Mr. Mike is still on the live streaming, can you handle the WhatsApp posting on TikTok so that Janet can handle the one on YouTube? Thank you so much. I'd like that we give you wisdom becomes your God. I didn't get that. Ike Chukwu, I didn't get that. Ifa will tell you the truth, but not directly, so it doesn't hurt you. In fact, Ifa tells you the truth directly, actually. It is your Babalawo that will not want to present it to you directly. Because in Ifa we say, Kingbo buburu lenu Àbọrè, meaning that there are some certain words or statements that is termed negative. We will not hear that from the mouth of a Babalawo. Yorùbá ní àní tójú ẹlẹ́sẹ̀ mẹ́sàn-án kà. We will not count 9 toes in the presence of the person that has 9 toes. Everybody has 10 toes. You find somebody that has 9. You don't count it in their presence. We apply a lot of emotional intelligence. That is what it's called. But if you read the Odù Ifá for yourself, it's dead, direct, and plain. It's Babalawos that have to present it in such a way that it has emotional intelligence in it. All right. So it says here that when people lack money, when elders lack money, elderly people, mature people, people that have sense, when they lack money, what do? They go into the Odù Ifá to seek wisdom. Obara responded again and said, I'm telling you, I have used money as my own support and means. When his previous worries... Okay, those of you on YouTube, sorry for that interruption. Awo was praising Ifa, Ifa was praising Olódùmarè. Now let's go to the lessons and the blessings of this Odù. YouTube is breaking. Is it still breaking? Is it back now? It says you are live now. It says we are back live now. Please confirm that it is up again. Those of you on YouTube, confirm that it is back again. Is it? It's back. Okay, all right. If it's back, please drop a comment on YouTube so that I can know. What are the lessons in this Odù? The lessons and the blessings in this Odù Ifá. Ifá says wealth is a strong support, but wisdom is the ultimate fallback when you have challenges with your wealth. Wealth is very important, but wisdom that comes from knowledge is knowledge that makes you wise. I told you, I said two most important things on this journey. Two of the major things that set us apart as Africans. Wisdom that we have from our ancestral lineage and wealth that we inherited from our ancestral lineage. Those are the two most important things that is going to set anybody apart in life. Wisdom that comes from your ancestral lineage. Wealth that comes from your ancestral lineage. As Yoruba people, the wisdom that comes from our ancestral lineage is in the Odù Ifá. The wealth that comes from our ancestral lineage is the Odù Ifá that is going to direct us there. So at the end of the day, Ifá is what we are holding on to like this. You can never go wrong with it because it's the embodiment of universal knowledge. Is the embodiment of universal knowledge. My birthday is 22. Does it mean my Ifá is Obara Meji? No, your Odù Ifá does not have anything to do with your birthday. To find out your Odù Ifá, you need to go through a divination called Itefa. And your Odù Ifá, it is a divination. It doesn't come by birthday. You have to make a divination to ask Ifá about it. Is that okay? So in Ifá, we don't use birthday, the day you were born, your age, your numbers. We don't use any number to determine. We ask Ifá, and Ifá responds to us in real time. If you are on TikTok and YouTube and you can still hear me, please drop a comment. I'm not seeing any comments on YouTube. I want to be sure that everybody is on the same page. So Odù Ifá says wealth is what? Is a strong support. But wisdom is the ultimate fallback in case there is challenges with your wealth. Is this a physical college? No. Ifá College is an online college that helps to bridge the gap of busy entrepreneurs, busy career people, people in the diaspora, and people that just do not want to come into a physical location to learn. Those category of people is who Ifá College is targeting and helping. So if you want a physical class, you can walk into any shrine around you and make an arrangement with the priest or priestess there. But if you are somebody who wants to learn online because you are far away, because you are busy, Ifá College is for you. And the website is ifacollege.ng. ifacollege.ng. Go through the menu, you see all the programs that is available. If you need help with choosing a course, just click on the link there. It will take you to a course advisor. The second lesson, Ifá says sacrifice transforms lack, loneliness, and helplessness into provision, support, and joy, just as it was done for Obara. People will always ask, everything about Ifá is sacrifice. Every little thing, go and give Ebo. Every little thing, go and give Etutu. Okay. Everything about life is water. Every little thing, they will say, go and drink water. You get to the hospital, doctor will say, take water, drink water. You go into the bathroom, they say, use water. You want to cook, is water, is water. Just the same way water is life. It's the same way. In African spirituality, in Ifá and ÌṢÄŠE, in the whole world and the whole universe, sacrifice is what it is. Even those of you that started from church, they told you that when God wanted to save the whole world and showed his love to the whole world, what did he do? He sacrificed Jesus. It is sacrifice. There is no way around it. So if you are trying to dodge Ebo and Etutu, stay in your house. Don't come to my DM and say, why must everything be about Ebo? It's like you are going to to the gym to ask somebody, why must everything here be about exercises? Why did you go to a gym if you don't want to do exercise? If you don't want to do ebo and itutu, what have you come to an African spiritualist for? That's the center of life. That is the air and the water and the money that goes around in life, in spirituality. Janet Africana, please, can you post on YouTube? I need to see a comment on YouTube. And to understand what's happening, I need to see a comment on YouTube. I want to make sure that YouTube is still connected. So it says here that sacrifices transforms lack. It transforms loneliness. It transforms helplessness. Sacrifice is what will take care of everything. Everything. Sacrifice is what will take care of everything. How do I find a real Ifa priest to learn ԻΣΕΕΣΕ from? You are looking at one. You are looking at me. I'm an Ifa priestess. That's my job. And if you prefer to work with men, I have Ifa priest on my team. Just like the community that Ifa stresses that we build, there is no Babalawo or Iyanifa that can learn alone. Yes, you need one physically. I have priests on my team that can attend to you physically if you want to. Depends on the location that you are. And then please, I beg you, you see that word you used? You said you need a Ifa priest where you can learn ΙΣΕΕΣΕ from. Most seem to be fake out there. Please don't associate that word with a Babalawo or an Ifa priest. Don't do that. You are carrying on a narrative of misconception that the Western religion has sold to you. Is either somebody is a Babalawo or is not a Babalawo. Don't associate the word fake to a Babalawo. If the person has shown you signs of scam and fraudulent, the person is not a Babalawo at all. Please, we are the ones that would establish this narrative. If anybody comes to you to complain about somebody being fraudulent, posing to be a Babalawo, tell the person straight up, that is not a Babalawo. It cannot be. The person is just hiding under that guise because they see that, oh, a lot of people are coming to these people. Okay, it's like looking at a doctor and telling somebody that that's the fake doctor. There's nothing like a fake doctor. It's either you're a doctor or you are not. Is that okay? So if you want one, just send the message to the WhatsApp number that is showing on your screen. Ifa says problems are temporal. Once it's solved, joy will replace it. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ló ń ṣẹnu rere yẹn ni àwọn Ifá yin Elédùmarè ọba. Is that okay? Bẹ́ẹ̀ ló ń ṣẹnu rere yẹn àwọn Ifá yin Elédùmarè ọba. Auntie Golden Light, are you still on this live streaming? Let me know. Ifa says gratitude is the right response to blessing. Thank your Awo. Awo will thank Ifa. Ifa will thank Olódùmarè. I have mentioned and taught about gratitude so many times. Don't let's go into it again today. But it's a very important part of your spiritual practice and your spiritual journey. On TikTok, please keep tapping on your screen. Very important. Please keep tapping on your screen. Keep tapping on your screen. That is your own way of pushing this information to more and more people. Jane, can you post the WhatsApp number on TikTok? Can you post the WhatsApp number on TikTok? Thank you. So gratitude is a right response. In Yoruba, there's an adage we have that says, "Ẹni tá ṣoore fún tí ò dúpẹ́, bí ọlọ́ṣà tó kóni lẹ́rù lọ ni." Ẹni tá ṣoore fún tí ò dúpẹ́, bí ọlọ́ṣà tó kóni lẹ́rù lọ ni. Okay, she has responded to YouTube. I'm not seeing any comment on YouTube again. Is that not interesting? I can't see any new comments on YouTube since it reloaded. But it's okay as long as you guys can see and hear. That's good. In case anybody is asking any question, Jane, on YouTube, please post the question on TikTok so that I can respond to the person, because I can't see any new comments. I can see the previous ones, but I can't see any new one. So that's fine. Somebody is asking about soap. Jane, please, can you post the WhatsApp number for the person asking about soap? Ifa says here that Obara, this Odù Ifá Obara, what blessings does it give? It blesses with money, with financial increase, with support, with wisdom, with divine remembrance and lasting joy. Divine remembrance, divine remembrance, divine remembrance. Very important. That is exactly what we are doing. Remembering who we are. We are not learning to become a different person. We are only remembering who we are, remembering where we took our source from. Now, this announcement is for women in Ifa and ÌṢÄШE. If you are a female practicing Ifa and ÌШЭṣe and you are watching this video, or you know any other female, please head over to ifakole.ng. Click on the menu bar. You'll see the 30-day mentoring program for women in Ifa and իշΕշε. Very important. I've been talking so much about the role of females in Ifa and իշΕշe. How does Olódùmarè see you? What is your role, your position? What is expected of you? How do you heal from the negative pronouncements and negative description that has been placed on us as women? Please head over to ifakole.ng. Immediately you are done with this live streaming, click on the menu button. You see it's 30-day mentoring. Sign up for it. It's very important. Our women have to get to know who they are and where they stand. Thank you so much, Jane. What is it called? Our women have to know where they stand and who they are. Is that okay? So please share it with as many women as you know. I made an exclusive video for the women that have joined, and I said something. I said, for every time you see a Yoruba person, an African person, an Ifa priest or Babalorisha, actually, anytime you see them or hear them talk about women in a certain way that does not fully describe who women is, I mentioned it in my video. I said, don't be offended. It's not their fault. They are only echoing what their own father and their own grandfather told them. And what they were told and what they have learned is watered down from westernization and religion interacting with us as African people. So what you have today as Yoruba tradition is a watered down version of what it truly is. This whole patriarchal misogyny thing is not who we are. Before interaction with the West, that's not who we were. Ifa never, there is no Odù Ifá that goes to say that a woman was created out of the rib of a man. A man is the head and a woman has to follow. And a woman has to, no, there is no Odù Ifá. I have said it 1,000,001 times. I want somebody to bring out an Ifá that says that. There is none. The Ifás that we find keep stressing on the fact that women are supposed to be the position that they hold. Àwọn obìnrin, just yesterday, Lajide was the one, Lajide the hunter was the one that was in the Odù Ifá for yesterday. Lajide had an encounter with the women in the forest. He was the head of the hunter and his entire team were male. And he thought it was only male who were hunting until food ceased, money ceased. They could not hunt anything. They didn't have food to eat. They had to go to the Odù. The Odù is an Orisha that is female. They had to go to the Odù to ask for money, to ask for breakfast. Sorry. Lajide went back and responded to his awo that, I don't understand what is happening. Is it that all the animals have disappeared, nothing to hunt? They said, make Ebo, give it to àwọn Yami, to the mothers. Then go back to that forest where you have been hunting again. He got back there and found out that, whoa, there are women in this forest that control the activity of these animals. He said, Emi ò tètè mọ̀ p'obìnrin ṣọdẹ. I did not know early that women are also involved in this. He did not know early that women are the ones that controlled whether he was going to get a spoil or not. Odù Ifá was one that wrote it, not me. So whatever it is that you see now, that is called our tradition, women are supposed to keep quiet. Our tradition, women are supposed to, it is not our tradition. Is that what we are practicing right now? Unfortunately, yes. How did we get to that point? The mix and match from westernization and religion. What are we going to do? We are returning back to the way Olódùmarè laid the foundation, the way Odù Ifá said it. He did not say anybody is superior to anybody. We are all equal, representing different things and doing different things. Representing different things and doing different things. Women have their role, men have their role. Nobody is competing with anybody. Define the role of a female to her. Let her know who she is, what she represents, the authority she has, the power she has, the wisdom she has, the gifts that she has, the Odù that breathed her, and let her go and live her life to the fullest. Do the same thing for the men. Let them know where they stand, their power, their authority, their skill, their gifts, their talents, their Odù, their wisdom, and let them go out and be the best version of themselves. And then you will see what life is going to look like. But you see this fighting over, this one is this, women are this, men are this, women are better, men are not better. It is just a distraction from what the real problem is. That's the distraction that religion and westernization has created. So please, I made an announcement for women. Head over to ifacollect.ng. Go to the menu bar, click on it, you'll see the 30-day mentoring for women in Ifa and ÌṢÄŠE. Let us begin to remember who we are. Remember who we are. Is there no marriage in Ifa? There is marriage in Ifa. Plenty self. Monogamy marriage, polygamy marriage, there is marriage in Ifa. But there is no part of Ifa, there is no part of the Odù Ifá that speaks about marriage and says somebody is supposed to be the head of somebody. In fact, I was reading through an Odù Ifá a couple of days ago that talks about a certain wealthy woman that Orunmila wanted to marry. Orunmila literally wanted to marry that woman by force because of her wealth, because of her power, because of her authority, because of who she was. We will pick on that Odù Ifá one of these days, and we will break it down to see what Ifá told Orunmila in that case. We will pick it and break it down. So this is not, see, ditch this distraction of gender war. It's not a war. It's not. It is everybody finding their place. It's like your eyes and your nose fighting, saying me I'm important. If I don't see, how will I, if the eyes is not working, will you not hit your nose on something? Nose is saying, if I'm not there, will you be able to breathe and smell? Oh, smelling is not important. It doesn't make sense. It's a distraction. Your eyes are there to function for what your eyes are there to function for. May we not lose our eyes. Your nose is there to function for what it is called to function for. May we not lose our nose and the senses that come with it. Both of them can coexist together without anything. So please, let's go there and understand what it's saying. Somebody says, does Ifa allow the man and the woman to live equally in marriage? Ifa allows every human being to live in the capacity of what they are. There is no such thing as equally in human beings. See, when you come to Ifa, one of the first lessons you learn is, like I always say, look at your palm. Look at the color of this place and look at the color of this place. That tells you that life works in opposite, two opposite, going together side by side. The next thing Ifa will tell you is to look at your fingers. Look at your fingers right now. Are they equal? There is nothing in this life called equal. How do you measure equal? How do you pick two different things and be trying to make them equal? It's like somebody is saying these two things now. Somebody is saying, let's make them equal. The material of this is different. The material of this is different. The sound that this one will make is different from the sound. Why are we trying to find an equality between things that are not the same thing? That is the distraction. Nobody is seeking equality. We are seeking, let everybody do what they are being made to do. You have your plate and your spoon. You are fighting over, this one is better than this one. This one is equal to this one. The plate is serving a purpose. The spoon is serving a purpose. Let them serve their purpose side by side. Autant. Everything in life has a purpose. Whether it is the sun, is the sand, is the moon, is the animal, is the plant, is a male, is a female. The most important thing that we should focus on is when you get married, as a man, what is your own purpose in that marriage? What's the reason you have joined your life with somebody? What is your own purpose in life? You find it. The woman you are getting married to, she finds her own purpose in life. You know your Odù, she knows her Odù. Together you are working towards a purpose. There is nothing like equal. It's like when people tell a mother, love your children equally. I have 5 children, and somebody wants me to lie to myself that, oh, I love all my children equally. Who is measuring the equally? This child needs a specific kind of love and relationship, I give them. My second born needs a different kind of love and relationship, I give her. The third one needs a different kind of love and relationship, I give them. The one that is age 5, she needs a different kind of love and relationship at age 5, I give her. There is no such thing in reality that you are comparing human beings and you are saying this one is equal. Everybody has their role. Let everybody fulfill their role. Nobody should feel the need to pull down somebody else to go up. That idea that we have in marriage is the same idea that we are taking on through life. I'm better than this person. Why should she have this and I should not have that? Because she has it and you think she doesn't deserve it. Because you think you are not equal. Because you think somebody is ahead of somebody. You want to pull them down. It's a distraction. It is a distraction. It's a distraction. Your 2 hands are the same hand. Your 2 hands is the same hand. But what this one will do, this one will not do. If you are lefty, this one will write, this one cannot write. It doesn't make this one better than this one. And they are not equal. They cannot be equal. They are the same hand, but they cannot be equal. A mother gives birth to 2 identical twins. Are they the same people? Are they equal? They are not. They are 2 different people. Let them just live their life. That's why we encourage parents, stop comparing your children. This one is better than this. This one is higher than this. This one is... That is where the problem, the first problem starts from in the life of a human being. So Ifa does not define marriage as a literal meaning marriage as universally defined. I don't know how universe defines marriage. I don't know how any other person defines marriage. What I know is how Ifa defines it, and that's the way I would define it to you, because I'm an Ifa priestess representing Ifa at this time in this message. Nigerian government can define marriage in a different way. Europe can define it. Church can define it in a different way. But if you're asking me how Ifa defines it, this is how Ifa defines life generally, irrespective of where the relationship is. So let's go back to finding the role of women. Instead of hiding them under, if you hide a woman, you are hiding her skills, her talent, her authority, her power, the blessings that come with her. You are hiding it. You cannot hide the identity of a woman and still want to have the blessings that comes with her. Impossible. Let's remember how our ancestors laid it when they followed the principle of Ifa. That announcement was for women. Now let's go. How do we apply this Odù Ifá for today to different areas of our life? First thing, money and career. Ifa says build wealth as a support system. Don't depend on money alone coming in every day. Build wealth in a system. Apply wisdom to it. Wisdom is your lifelong asset. When your resources are unstable, wisdom creates new path. When your resources are unstable, the wisdom of Ifa directs you into how to fix it or opens new channels of wealth for you, opens new sources of wealth for you. So in this life, one thing you should never be tired of is asking Ifa. I have some clients who will say, I don't like to disturb you. I just want to ask a question. I'm not making a divination or just have a conversation. And after they have said what they are going to say, the next question I ask them is, do you want to hear the truth about it from Ifa from Olódùmarè through Ifa, or you want me as a limited human being to give you my own idea and you want to go and live your life based on my idea? They will now smile. No, there's no need to smile. I'm asking you an adult to adult question. Do you want to live your life based on what I think or what I feel. Someone came to me yesterday asking me, oh, is UAE a place that Ifa practitioners can live? She's thinking of going there. I said, as an Ifa devotee, that's not the question you are supposed to be asking. The question you are supposed to be asking is UAE a place that I can live at this time? Emphasis on I. Let's normalize that Ifa treats every individual as a separate entity per time. Don't forget that. She said, oh, but you have lived there before, just advise me. My experience when I lived there, grill business, they had my family there, is not the experience of every other Nigerian that is living there right now. And it's not going to be your own experience. Normalize asking Ifa, what am I supposed to do now? Does this work for me now? Stop generalizing. That's the wisdom of Ifa. That is one of the sacred things about Ifa that they try to hide from us and give us religion that speaks to everybody at every time. They are having a challenge right now. Everybody is supposed to dress their blessing. Everybody is going to get blessing. They are prophesying now. Before the end of the year, every single person here will be married. What if it is not yet in that person's destiny to be married? What if life is still taking that person through a healing process to learn how to be able to handle the man or the woman that they are wishing for and praying for and manifesting? You don't know that that type of partner you are manifesting, they are also manifesting a certain kind of person. And you have not fully developed into that person that matches them. You are still going through a period of your life where you are growing, you are healing. So that the day you meet the partner that you are manifesting, that high valued man or woman you are manifesting, you will also be the person that they too have been waiting for. You are not the only one that is praying. You are praying for, this is the type of man I want. Oh God, in the name of Jesus, this is the kind of man I want. Let God do it for me. The kind of man you want, do you know the kind of woman he is praying for? You are not yet half of the woman that he is praying for. Yes. Yes, you don't want to settle. That man too doesn't want to settle. So some of you are at a point in your life, if you ask Ifa will tell you, as regards marriage, hold on. Still continue to work on yourself. This Ebo and this Etutu, continue to work on it. Ifa will give you instruction. Don't get angry easily. People will come to upset you. Don't. Your blessing is still coming, but at this time, work on yourself. Yet they will stand there and tell everybody, when December now comes and those that don't get married, they will now feel bad. God did not answer me. Of all the number of times I waited and I joined the challenge, I even dressed, I went to buy wedding gown to dress my blessing. I don't have any problem with that. But what exactly is Ifa asking you to do at this time? That's one of the wonderful things we have about Ifa, treating us as separate entities per time. So Odù Ifá says here, he says that when your resources is having challenges, what do? Find wisdom from Ifa to create more pathways. The second part of our life where we can apply this is our relationship. Ifa says, even when you feel unsupported, never forget that sacrifice and the words of Odù of Ifa will align you with divine backing. You are never truly alone. Obara was crying that he did not have a support. Kolara. Not that he did not have people, no. But maybe the people around him were not supporting with money, were not supporting with this. Obara was asking for support. When Ifa answered, what type of support did Ifa give Obara? Money and wealth. For some of you, when Ifa is going to respond to this prayer, it will come, the support will come, the company will come in form of a person. That person is the one that is going to be there for you, stand for you, support you financially and otherwise. Some of you, it will come in form of community. You will just start to have people growing around you that are pushing you, challenging you, helping you to unlearn misconceptions, helping you to build your self-esteem, opening your eyes to knowledge again. It can come in different forms. But whatever form it comes, make sure that you have followed the instruction of Ifa and you have done the sacrifices that you need to do. In your personal growth, Ifa says, don't carry yesterday's problem forever. You see this part? You see this part? Don't carry yesterday's problem forever. It sounds cliche and it sounds simple, but let me break it down to you. The life that some of you are living right now, the stumbling block, the challenge, the limitations, the roadblocks you are experiencing right now is not spiritual, it's mental. It's mental, it's emotional, it's psychological. Some of you grew up in an environment where people had negative experiences about finances. You have carried that from childhood till today. Ifá says, don't carry yesterday's problem forever. If you don't let it go, you are the one that is going to, you don't understand how these things work. Odù Ifá tells us that before we came from Ọ̀run Tiwaye, we stopped at the house of Ajala, Orisha Ajala, the one that molded our Ori, and we picked our destiny, we picked our Ori. When we came to this earth, we didn't remember what we picked. Ifá defined it to us. During your Etefa or your Akosejaye, they tell you what your destiny is. Now you can see a beautiful future. Ifá says, this person will be great, this person will create wealth, this person will marry right, this person will have beautiful children, no sickness at all, this person will be favored, blah, 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 X, Y, Z, A, B, C. Wonderful. But you can come into this life and live the opposite of that, which is why in Ifá studies, especially when I'm teaching kids, Ifá studies for kids, we start by saying, your part of your body, let me use it as an example of how you can foster your own success and you can stop it. Ifá starts from our hand. It says, look at your hand. You are going to work with your hand to be able to fulfill that destiny that is in your Odù. Your hand has to be put to work. Yoruba says you can use the front of your hand to gather blessing. You can use the back of your hand like this to scatter it. If you want to scatter something, you do like this. You don't use the front of your hand to scatter something. You scatter it like this. That's why we pray. We make an ìwúre pé Elédùmarè má jẹ́ kí n fi wájú ọwọ́ kóre kí n fẹ̀yìn ọwọ́ gbà dànù. Those are two things. That's the way we teach children. So you need to understand that same hand you are using to build wealth, you can also use it to scatter it. That is on you. It is on you. Another thing I teach children is your aya, your heart. Aya nibita nyore is your heart that helps you pick good friends. Your friends will determine the quality of your life. They will influence the quality of your life. They are the families that you pick by yourself. Ifá says, let your heart help you to choose friends aright. If you choose the wrong friends, you see that destiny that they say, you'll be great, you'll be good, you'll be mighty. You will not fulfill it. They will sabotage it. They will discourage you. They will manipulate you. They will steal from you. They will destroy your confidence, your self-esteem until you become a complete shadow of what Ifá says you are. If you don't fulfill it, it doesn't make Ifá a liar. It is you that has chosen the wrong friend. Now, the third part of your body is your leg, your ẹsẹ̀. We make this prayer, this ìwúre in Yoruba, say, ibi tó rí ń gbé wa lọ, where our Ori and our Ẹlẹ́dàá is leading us to, may our leg not walk us to the wrong direction. Your path in life, your leg speaks about your choices, your everyday choices, the steps that you take. So if Ifá says you are going towards this side, and your leg is carrying you towards this side, in the person of your daily choices, you will not get there, and that doesn't make Olódùmarè a liar, that doesn't make Ifá a liar. It is you. So you see those problems you are carrying from your past, I beg of you, let them go. It's okay. Reality is life is filled with abundance. The universe is filled with abundance. Look around you. Read the room in this universe. Is there anything that signifies lack, or that signifies struggles, that signifies lack of abundance? Nothing in this universe. So you need to tell yourself that the experiences that the people that you grew up with had. Copying YouTube questions. What's this? Both should perform their designated purpose. Okay, thank you very much. Yes, the person was referring to marriage partnership, right? Both of them should perform their designated purpose. Yes. Sorry, YouTube, I'm not seeing your comment. I don't know, maybe I mistakenly pressed a button or something. Yeah, so you have to, whatever it is that you have gotten from your past is okay. We are not denying your pain. We are not denying that experience. We are not belittling it or berating it. We are not making it insignificant. We are acknowledging that experience, but we are saying it's time to let it go. It is blocking a lot of things for you. Now, I'm not talking about forgive and forget. That one is not my own business. I'm not here to preach forgiveness. I'm saying you let it go so that it doesn't continue to block your blessings in the future. Odù Ifá Ogbe Òfún. Ogbe Òfún says, Ogbe gbohun fólóhun kọ́wọ́ bá lè fúyẹ́. Ogbe Òfún says, that thing you are holding in your hand, let it go so that your hands will be free to receive more. The problems of the past, let it go. Men have hurt you, I understand. But you are secretly wishing and praying and hoping for a partnership, a lover, marriage, whatever it is. If you are hoping for it, where is it going to come from? Is another human being that is still going to love you? Human beings they are hurtful, they are deceptive, they are this. We acknowledge it. But another human being is the support that Elédùmarè is going to raise for you. So you have to let it go to be able to receive this new one. It's a mind work. It's an entire, in my spiritual mentoring program, mind work is an entire month that I spend teaching it. Those that are in this, what's it called? In this team of the spiritual mentoring program, those of you that are in this phase of it, in the next few weeks, you will get to mind work. I spend a whole month helping people using Odù Ifá to work on their mind, to work on their mental and psychological states. Letting it go, just let it go. Those of you that have been a part of my spiritual mentoring program, the 21-day forgiveness exercise is not forgiveness as you know it, though. I just tagged it like that so that you'll be able to understand it. That's 21-day exercise. Jane Juma, at least I think you are here. Auntie Lande is here. I can see both of you as students of the spiritual mentoring. You can attest to what that thing does. It helps you to let a lot of things go. You just let it go. Just let it go and step into this new life. Until you decide to, you can be stuck in the same place for 6 years and spirit is not responsible for it. Your village people is not responsible for it. Somebody says, I'm here to ma. Amazing. Okay, yes. My student from spiritual mentoring, you can also attest to it. It helps you. I'm begging you, let it go. Let it go. It's your responsibility whether you want to take it or not. Ifá says in your spiritual health, your spiritual journey, always practice gratitude in the right order. Honor your teachers, acknowledge Ifá, finally give thanks to Elédùmarè. Gratitude keeps the blessings flowing. In that order, I didn't make the order. Ifá says, how does the Odù Ifá end? The Odù Ifá says, wọ́n wá yin awo, awo yin Ifá, Ifá yin Elédùmarè ọba. They were acknowledging and praising their awo, their teachers, their priests and priestesses, their babalawos and Iyanifas, babalorishas, iyalorishas. Someone says, I want to join your club. Can I make transfer, please? Please, can you post the WhatsApp number so that that person can copy it? Keep tapping on your screen, keep liking, keep sharing, keep reposting. Thank you. So Ifá says you should acknowledge gratitude. Today, your spiritual growth has to be centered around gratitude. Do it more. It's for your own good. Ẹni aṣoore fún tí ò dúpẹ́ bí ọlọ́ṣà kónilẹ́rù lọ ni. If you receive a blessing in Ifa and you don't come back to acknowledge in this order, you are like a thief that broke into somebody's house and carted away with their blessings. That's who you are. The WhatsApp number is pinned on your screen. That is how Ifa sees you if you don't come back to give gratitude, to give thanks. The Iwure says, Eji Obara, let money and success be my support. Ashe. Eji Obara, ẹ jẹ́ kí owó àti àṣeyọrí kó jẹ́ ará mi, kó dúró tì mí, kó gbè mí, kówó gbè mí, kí owó gbè mí, kí àṣeyọrí gbè mí láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Say it to yourself. Owó á gbè mí, ọlá á gbè mí, ọlà á gbè mí, àṣeyọrí á gbè mí láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Eji Obara says, when money finishes or there is a challenge with money, let wisdom never finish for me. Let wisdom never finish for me. I was speaking to a client. I said, see, if you make a wrong financial choice today and you lose money, it's sad, it's bad. But as long as you have not lost the guidance of Ifa and somebody to do a divination for you and guide you and direct you in the truth of Ifa, you can build it again 10 times. I am a proof of that. When we get to the finance class, I would explain a lot of things to you. I would explain a lot of things to you, particularly to females. A lot of women will be able to relate with this. Black women will be able to relate with this. African women, women of color. When you as a woman go into a relationship and you are the more financially buoyant, financially stable person, and you build wealth with a man, and there is a breakup, you guys fight, you guys break up, you guys have to go your separate ways. As a woman, you are the one that is likely to lose the most. As a woman, you are the one that is likely to lose the most. You need to renew your class. Yes, you need to send a message to the WhatsApp number on your screen. Wumzi Eshegoni. It's a woman that loses the most. I've experienced that real life. Different relationships. The moment I leave, I don't like drama, so I walk away from everything and I start all over again. Sometimes I look at myself. Those of you that have seen my video on YouTube where I talked about my entire life journey in spirituality, I tagged that video from pastor to spiritualist or from pastor to Ifa priestess, something like that. You will find it on YouTube. I mentioned that the number of times I had to start all over again because marriage failed, relationship failed, and I was just walking away silently without any drama. Sometimes when I look back at my life and I think, what if I never had to start over and I just kept on growing? How far would I have gone? But you know the wonderful thing about it, some people don't have the knowledge and the backing to start all over again. Coming into Ifa has shown me, even if your finances fail by some magical mistake today, if you have the wisdom of Ifa, you have the guidance of Ifa, you have somebody who can make Odù Ifá for you, you can grow it again from the beginning. Take it to the bank, beat your chest with it. This is universal knowledge. This is the knowledge that built the entire universe. This is the knowledge that laid the foundation for the economy and the finance of anywhere and everywhere. It is inside here. Find it, follow it, and see what life will look like. You might be listening to this and say, if Ifa is like that, why is Yoruba people like this? Why are they not like that? Ifa will not automatically work for you just because you are Yoruba. Ifa will work for you because you seek the knowledge of Ifa and you apply it. So it's possible for people from Asia to pick the knowledge of Ifa and apply it, and life will be better for them. And a Yoruba person will ignore it and the person will suffer. It does not change the authority and the sincerity of Ifa. It doesn't. It just means that that person decided to be ignorant and continue to live in ignorance, and it's their choice and it's okay. So please, let us continue to focus on the wisdom of Ifa. The Iwure says, let sorrows end. Everywhere that you are experiencing sorrow, Lashe Idumare, it would end. And let dancing and joy replace it. Tell yourself, I also want to be part of the people that will come back and say, Iyanifa, see what the knowledge of Ifa has done. See the changes, the positive changes that has come into my life since I started to follow the teachings of Ifa, so that Awo can Ifa can Elédùmarè because of you. Other people are coming back to say, look what Ifa has done. Ifa ti gbè mí o, ìṣẹ̀ṣe ti gbè mí. May that also be your own song. Kí yẹn náà jórin tiwa. Ifa ti gbé àwọn ará wájú. Ifa has supported people for centuries. That is why it is still here, despite the attack and negativity on it. If Ifa has not worked all these years, we would have discarded it, especially because everybody was fighting to just suppress it. But do you know what kept it? The fact that it is true and it works. That's what kept it. It will have become obsolete if it wasn't working. But it is working, it has worked, and it's still working. That is why we are here today. If religion works, you think we will leave religion and come here? If religion works, you think we will leave it and come here? Religion looks better, it looks fancier, it looks aesthetically pleasing. It is fine. People wear, there is just this aura that comes with the religious organization that makes it look. You have more reasons to choose that over Ifa. But because life is not about Gucci and Prada and AC inside their church and pastor just speaking, every pastor has now become motivational speaker. Yesterday I was scrolling through Instagram and I saw that a church is selling crypto coin. They created their own coin. The Lord told me to create kingdom coin. The Lord told you. It's okay, Sha. That's not even the point of our conversation. But we are here, despite the fact that it doesn't look aesthetically pleasing. Somebody says, all of these pots behind you, we are supposed to have changed it and disregarded it. Irrespective of that, we are here. Do you know why? Because it's working. If somebody is sick and the person has cancer and they say the person that has cure for it is in one village there, you think he will get there and say, I don't like how this place is looking, he has cancer, excuse me. He will sit down anywhere and go through anything to get the solution. That's what it is. It is working. That's why we are here. Àbọrú, Àbọyè, Àbọṣíṣẹ. So that was Odù Ifá, Obara, Meji, essay ìkíní from our sacred Ifa text from Ifa College. If you have not pre-ordered the sacred Ifa text, head over to ifacollege.ng now. You will click on the menu bar, you see the sacred Ifa text, pre-order for it. You see how we analyzed a single essay Ifa. That is how the sacred Ifa text analyzes it for you. It's more than just reading and reciting an Odù Ifá. If you have any questions that I've not answered, please let me know as we round up. This is ÌŞԵÉ for today. It's a daily live streaming, weekdays, Mondays to Fridays. So this is the last episode for this week. Our next episode will be on Monday. But don't forget, we have our Sunday morning live streaming, 12 noon Nigerian time every Sunday, 7 a.m. on the EST, 11 a.m. for those of you in UK and Ghana, and every other time zone can find their place. I'll be live on Sunday. Now, for the previous episodes of this live streaming and any other live streaming we have had, head over to the YouTube channel Iyanifa Ewa TV, subscribe, turn on notifications so that you can catch the replay. The Odù Ifá we treated today is Odù Ifá Obara Meji. It's time for you to go out and apply it. You are experiencing challenges in your finances, you feel like you lack support, you feel like you're on your own, and there's just no support. Nobody is listening to you, nobody is believing in you. Go into Ifa. They told you that nobody owes you anything. Don't worry, Ifa owes you something. Ifa owes you instruction and direction to where to find the solution to the problem you have been carrying on for years. It's your responsibility to come into Ifa. Ifa will fix that for you. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè, ọgbọ́n ìmọ̀ àti òye tó wà nínú Ifá fi mọ̀ wá. The wisdom, the knowledge, the understanding in Ifa, we will find it and we will know it and it will work for us. To everybody that has liked, shared, reposted, sent in a gift, supported in one way or the other, Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè, Ajé Ògúngúlùsọ̀ will continue to increase your finances ajé agbére wá fún yín látọ̀tún àtòsí láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Wọ́n ní àbùdí ní tolókun àbùdí ní tọlọ́sà bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń bù á máa dí fún yín ní láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. As you are taking it out, as you are spending it, as you are investing it, Ajay will open more and more doors of opportunity and streams of income for you to replace it. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. That problem that you are going through that you cannot share with anybody, in fact, it is so heavy on you that you can't even share it with a spiritualist. Your Ori knows it, Olódùmarè knows it. Your Ori will direct you to your place of solution, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. And when you get to your place of solution, when you meet your helper, may you recognize them. May you be intelligent enough to know it, to stay it, and to receive it. That's another thing that I mentioned in my 30-day mentoring for women. Teaching women how to receive help. Yes, how to be able to receive help. There is nothing wrong in receiving help. Ifa has created us, Olódùmarè has created us, and Ifa has encouraged community. So as you find your helper, as you pray for your helper, don't be the one that will meet your helper and you will not be emotionally intelligent enough to recognize them and to accept the help. Because a lot of you don't know how to receive. You don't know how to receive. I think I need to do a teaching on receiving spiritually. I have a video on it on YouTube right now though, but maybe we need to craft out time and spend the whole week teaching people how to receive. Because you are praying, God give me, God give me. You don't know that receiving is an act. God is not just going to drop it on your head like this. You have to open your hand and receive. Some of you don't know how to receive. Giving is what they have taught you in religion. How to give, so that they can take from you. They don't really teach you how to receive. So I pray for you, Moshe Wure for you. When your helpers come, when your answers come, may you be intelligent enough, spiritually and emotionally intelligent enough to recognize it, to stay with it, to grow with it, and to receive the help that they have brought, to be able to receive the answers to your prayer. Omodun, thank you very much. Yes, receiving is an act. It is an act. The way giving is a verb and is an act. When you give, is a doing thing. Receiving is also a doing thing. You have to do it. Somebody can give. Let me use this as an example. I'm giving this, my hand is giving this, and this one is supposed to receive, and it's like this. If I drop it, is it going to receive? No, it will fall on the floor. I have to open my hand and receive before I can get it. Receiving is an act. It's a spiritual act. The way you learn how to give, you also need to learn how to receive. That's explanation for another day. YouTube channel is Iyanifa Ewa TV. Please post it so that I can pin it as we round off this teaching today. What's the name of that person? Toraj, you want to head over to my YouTube channel. There's a video where I talked about receiving, giving and receiving. That video is titled, Why Do Givers Lack? People that give, why do they lack? Because we have been told that if you give, you will receive. When you give, it comes back to you. When you give, you receive. But they teach you a lot on how to give. They don't teach you how to receive. So head over to Iyanifa Ewa TV on YouTube. Scroll down the videos and find that video that explains why do givers lack. People that give, why do they lack? The universe is built on giving and receiving, sowing and reaping. Why then do human beings give and they don't receive? Go and watch that video. Any other questions before we round off today? If you need a consultation, need spiritual products, need herbal products, click on the link in the description box of this video if you are watching a replay. But if you're on this live streaming, just copy the WhatsApp number that is pinned on your screen. Let somebody post the WhatsApp number on TikTok, and then Janet Africana, please post it on YouTube. Those of you on YouTube, just copy it in the order she's posting it. +234 808 417 2309, in that order. We can't post it as a single number because of the algorithm. Let's round off. Any other questions before we go? Any other questions before we go? In the absence of questions, let's make our Iba and our Iwure. Who were the first creations that others came from? Oh, I have a video on YouTube that talks about the creation story as recorded in Ifa and as recorded in ÌṢÄШE. So you want to head over to YouTube and watch that video. We cannot spend this time answering that question. So just head over to YouTube. Meji is an Odù Ifá, and that's the Odù Ifá we treated yesterday. So if you have not seen that video, also head over to YouTube. The replay is there. Odù Ifá Meji. Where are you located, Nigeria? Click on copy the WhatsApp number on the screen. Please, someone should post the WhatsApp number while we round up. Ifá ó bá ní ṣe, kí Elédùmarè ó bá ní ṣe. Àwọn tó ṣàwo kù sẹ́yìn, kó bá wa ṣe. Ifá ó bá ní ṣe, kí Elédùmarè ó bá ní ṣe. Àwọn tó ṣàwo kù sẹ́yìn, kó bá wa ṣe. We have pinned the WhatsApp number on the screen. Please copy it, and let's round up. Akọ́dá ayé àṣèbà, àṣèbà. Àṣèbà tí wáyé ọjọ́, àṣèbà tí wọ̀ oòrùn. Elédùmarè ọba tẹ́rẹrẹ kárí ayé, ọba tí ń fọba jẹ àṣèbà, àníkíbà wá ṣẹ. Ọba lánàá, ọba lénìí, ọba títí ayérayé àṣèbà, ọba tó lọ kọrin kése. Òràn ọmọ níṣẹ́ fàyàtì àṣèbà, ọba tí ń migbó kìjikìji. Ọba lánàá, ọba lénìí, ọba títí ayérayé, ọba tí ò ṣeé pè, ọba tí ò ṣeé bi lẹ́jọ́, wọ́n ní ká bí yín ò sí o. Elédùmarè ọba àṣèbà, àníkíbà wá ṣẹ. Ajagunmalè èyí tí ń ṣolúwo òde ọ̀run àṣèbà, olúbíkin ọ̀sán ìbíkin àṣèbà orí, àṣèbà ẹlẹ́dàá, mo ṣèbà olúwo mi, mo ṣèbà gbogbo àwọn bàbá àti ìyá tó ti ilẹ̀ káàárọ̀ òjíire ró. Àṣèbà, àníkíbà wá ṣẹ o. Òràn ọmọ níṣẹ́ fàyàtì àṣèbà gbogbo àwọn òrìṣà tá à ń ṣọ̀sẹ̀ fún lẹ́yìn. Àníkọ́lọ́sẹ̀ ó gbà ọ́, kọ́ má dà sí wa lára ọ́. Ọṣíṣẹ́ ń gẹṣẹ́ olórin ayò ládékojú ẹbọra tí ń gbé nínú omi. Ìyá mi ẹ̀wùjí alágbólódò, ó wáyọ̀rìn bí ẹni wa owó, bí ẹni wa ọlá, bí ẹni wa ọlà. Àṣẹ omi o, ọ̀tá o, ẹ̀rí o, àgbá o, oreye bí ọ̀ṣun o. Àṣèbà kábíyèsí Ṣàngó Arábàmbí ọkọ ya lógun lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ rọ̀lábísòkun. Ẹbọra tí ń yọná lẹ́nu, tí ń yọná nímú, tí ń yọná létí. Àkàtà yẹríyẹrí bàbá mi kábíyí òsì, alágbádá iná aláwọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ ọ̀run. Wọ́n ní iná ń bẹ lọ́dọ̀ bàbá mi lọ́rùn, èéfín nìkan là ń gbá láyè. Ọba kò so àṣẹ kábíyèsí Ṣàngó. Ògún lákàyé ọ̀ṣun ìmọ̀lẹ̀ olómi nílé fẹ̀jẹ̀rẹ̀ ọ̀láṣọ nílé tí mọ̀kímọ̀ bóra. Ògún tó lànà fálára, Ògún tó lànà fájèrò. A ṣe ìbà fún Ògún, a ṣe ìbà fún Ògún. Ògún yè mọyè o, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè a máa yè ni. Èṣù láàlú ògiri òkò, abẹ́ṣóńṣó lórí. Èṣù ẹlẹ́kún sunkún, wọ́n ní láàróyè ń sùn jẹ. Ẹlẹ́kún ṣunú, wọ́n ní láàróyè ń sùn fún. Èṣù láàlú ọmọ ẹlòmíì ni kò ṣe má ṣe wá o. Wá gbè wá gbẹbọ wá, kó o bá wa lé àwọn ajogun jìnnà láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Iyemọja, iye mi, ẹbọra tí ń gbé nínú omi. Afínjú obìnrin tí ń gbàdọ̀bálẹ̀ ọkùnrin. Afínjú obìnrin tẹ́gbẹ̀gbẹ̀rún ọkùnrin ń dọ̀bálẹ̀ fún. Wọ́n ní ọkùnrin tó bá fojú di Yèmí àtòkù àtẹkùn ẹ̀ ló máa lọ sí. Àṣeyemọja Iyemọja àrọ̀ gidigba o. Alálẹ̀ odò abára mi ní jọjọ. Iyemọja àṣèbà, àníkíbà wá ṣẹ o. Ajé ògúngúlùsọ onísọ bòjì, ajé tó ń sọ ẹrú di ọmọ. Ajé tó ń sọ èèyàn, tó ń sọ wọ́n di èèyàn. Ajé àpè ẹ́ látọ̀tún àtòsí pé kó wá dúró tì wá, pé kó wá ṣe tiwa. Ajé ọlọ́lá, ajé olówó, ajé olówó, òun ni kó wá fi tiwa ṣe láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ajé má bínú sí wa o, ajé má bá wa jà, ká má rí ìbínú ajé. Ká lájé lọ́wọ́ ni ká má ní lọ́rùn láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ká kó ajé nílé, ká kó ajé lọ́nà, ká fajé sílé, ká bájé lọ́nà. Látọ̀tún àtòsí tẹ́lẹ̀ ilé tí ń kórè wá kan máa gbére ajé wá fún wa lórígun mẹ́rẹ̀ẹ̀rin àgbáláyé, láti gúúsù, láti ìlà oòrùn wọ ìwọ̀ oòrùn títí dé àríwá òun àtàrin gbùngbùn ayé báyìí. Òun ni kí ajé ti wá gbé wá, kájé gbé wá, kájé gbé wá láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ká máa lájé lọ́wọ́, ká máa rí iná, ká máa rí lò. Bá a ṣe ń bù kó máa dí, torí pé àbùdí ni ti olókun, àbùdí ni tọlọ́sà láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ajé ògúngúlùsọ oore ìfà ni kó wá máa fà wọlé fún wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àṣẹ èèpà Ifá o, Ifá orí mi rèé. Àṣẹ èèpà òòṣà èèpà. Ifá olókun asọ̀rọ̀ dayọ̀, kó wá sọ̀rọ̀ wa dayọ̀. Ifá torí ẹni tí ò sún wọn ṣe wá bá wa tún ti wá ṣe níbi tó kù díẹ̀ káàtó sí láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ifá ẹlẹ́rìí ìpín wá fi ìpín táwọn àyàn wá fi mọ̀ wá kó o jẹ́ káwa lè múṣẹ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ifá afinimọ̀nà ọmọ aráyé kó wá fọ̀nà hàn wá nílé lóko lẹ́yìn odi níbi gbogbo tá a bá wà láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ká má ràrìn fẹsẹ̀ sí o, ká má ṣìnà, ibi tó ní gbé wa lọ kẹsẹ̀ wa má ṣì wá lọ́nà ńbẹ̀ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ifá ohun ẹnu Olódùmarè, ohun yẹn ni kó wá jí ọgbọ́n ìmọ̀ àti òye fáwa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ọbàtálá Ọbàtáàṣà àṣẹ èèpà òòṣà òrìṣà èèpà, ọba takuntakun lóde Ìwẹ̀rí, Ọbàtálá ọ̀sẹ̀rẹ̀màgbò àṣeré ìpà òòṣà o, àní kí òrìṣà àgbà kórìṣà dúró tì wá kó bá wa ṣe tiwa, káwọn aláṣẹkù kan bá wa ṣe tiwa. A ṣe ìgbà fún egúngún òrìṣà àwọn aláṣẹkù, àwọn tó ṣàwó kù sẹ́yìn fún wa. A ṣèbà àwọn tó tẹ̀ ká tó tẹ̀, a ṣèbà àwọn alálẹ̀ ilẹ̀ yìí, àwọn tó ní káwa náà máa ṣe awo àṣèbà. Ẹ̀yin ìyá mi Ọ̀pàkẹ́ Àlàkẹ́, ẹ̀yin alágogo idẹ, ẹ̀yin arógbáṣọ má balẹ̀, ẹ̀yin arógbáṣọ má bòtán, ẹ̀yin ìyá mi ẹlẹ́yẹ, ẹ̀yin ìyá mi òṣèré mọ̀nìyà àṣèbà 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 àṣèbà. Ọ̀sà méjì àṣèbà, ọ̀sà méjì àṣèbà àṣèbà. Ẹ̀yin ìyá, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ ní ká máa ṣáwó, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ là wá lórí, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ dá wa lóṣù, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ ní ká máa ṣe awo, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ ní ká máa lù kó máa dún. Àṣèbà àṣèbà àṣèbà. Ẹ̀yin olókìkí òru o, àṣèbà yín o, ẹ̀yin apanimáyọ̀dà, ẹ̀yin atẹ̀dọ̀jọ̀rọ̀ òró, ẹ̀yin ìyá mi abiyamọ ògbẹ́ fún ọmọ ẹ̀ta tí wéré, abiyamọ ọlọ́jà gbọ̀rọ̀gbọ̀rọ̀. Àṣèbà àṣèbà, a ní kí bà wá ṣe o. Iye mi, ẹ̀yin ìyá tó láyé, ẹ̀yin abiyamọ ayé àti ọ̀run, ẹ̀yọ́nú yín la béèrè fún ní gbogbo ọ̀nà ibi tá a wà, ẹ̀yọ́nú ni káwa máa rí láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ká má tójú ayé mọ́lẹ̀ o, ká má taṣọ àgbà mọ́lẹ̀ o, ká má bá wọn ríjà ayé o. Ẹ̀yọ́nú ayé ẹ̀, ẹ̀yọ́nú àwọn tó nílẹ̀, èyí là ń béèrè fún lẹ́yìn kó jẹ́ tiwa ní ìlọ́po láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Wọ́n ní odindi báyìí látàrí ń di tiẹ̀, atàrí kan ń di tiẹ̀ láàbọ̀ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Èmi àti yín ò ní bá wa di orí àbọ̀, àní bá wọn di orí àbọ̀. Odindi báyìí lọ́ máa gbére ajé tiwa wá fún wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Gbogbo nǹkan tá a wá ti fi àárọ̀ ọjọ́ wa kó jọ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè, àní fẹ̀yìn ọwọ́ dànù, àní fẹ̀yìn ọwọ́ tarí ẹ̀ dànù láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àwa tá a ṣiṣẹ́, àwa la máa jèrè ẹ̀, àwa tá à ń ṣiṣẹ́, àwa la ń jèrè ẹ̀. Ìdí àrò tá a ti ń se oúnjẹ yìí, àwa la máa jẹ́, kò ní kan lẹ́nu wa, kò ní gbóná jù, kò ní tutù jù láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ẹbọ tá à ń gbé kàsà ìgbà láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ètùtù tá à ń gbé kàsà ìgbà o. Igúnnugún tí ń jẹbọ ìṣálú ayé á jẹbọ tèmi àti yín. Àkàlàmàgbò tí ń jẹ tọ̀run á jẹbọ tiwa. Ayé á bá wa gbà á, wọ́n á yọ́nú sí wa. Àwọn òrìṣà tá à ń pè, wọ́n á dúró tì wá, wọ́n á jà fún wa, wọ́n á ṣèkẹ́ wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ifá ti ń bi àwọn ará wájú, òun làwa náà ṣe ń ṣe fádèmí. Ifá gbè wá, ìṣẹ̀ṣe á gbè wá, àwọn alálẹ̀ ilẹ̀ yìí wọ́n á dúró tì wá, wọ́n á gbè wá. Àní rí tìjú nídìí Ifá, àní ṣe awo ṣe. Kí ló dé tá àti ṣawo ti pẹ́, òun lórin tó máa jáde lẹ́nu wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àwo á gbè wá, ire á wọlé wá, ayọ̀ á wọlé wá, ìdùnnú àtàlàáfíà á wọlé wá fún wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Tá a bá wá rí ẹnikẹ́ni èèyàn kéèyàn tó ní bá a ṣe jáde yẹn, àní padà wá, àwọn làní délé bá, torí àwa máa lọre, a máa bọ̀re ní láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Bá a dẹ̀ ṣe ń lọ, ọ̀nà ò ní dàrú mọ́ wa lójú. Ìjọ tí Ògúnlákayé bá ń fi ẹ̀jẹ̀ ọmọ èèyàn pa títì láró, àní ràní fẹsẹ̀ sí níjọ́ yẹn, tọkọtọmọ tará tẹbí láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Gbogbo àwọn alábíamọ bá a ṣe ń ṣe, ajé á kún wa lọ́wọ́. Owó, ọlá àti ọlà táwa náà nílò láti gbé àwọn ọmọ tiwa débi gíga kò ní wọ́n wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àwọn ọmọ tá a wá ń gbé, àwọn ọmọ tá à ń sáré nítorí wọn, àwọn ọmọ tá à ń tọ́, àwọn ọmọ tá à ń wò báyìí, wọn ò ní ṣọ́kú lójú ẹ̀mí wa. Àwọn ọmọ tá a ti mọ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ wọn, àní mọ̀ parí wọn. Ẹrù tálẹ́ abiyamọ ètú, wọn ní gbé wá ká wa mọ́lé láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ajíbọ́lá mi ò gbódò ọ̀rà, Ajíbọ́lá ẹ̀dán, mo ṣèbá onílé, mo ṣèbá ìyá mi àbẹ̀mí. Wá dúró tì wá, wá bá wa ṣe látọ̀tún àtòsì láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Káwọn gbè wá, kí ẹ̀dán gbè wá, kí ẹ̀dán bá wa ṣe láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Gbogbo olúwo, gbogbo ìyá àbíyè, gbogbo apèèyàn, gbogbo erelú, gbogbo ọmọ awo ni mo pè ni mo kí ni mo ṣèbà fún mo ní àní ṣàwòṣe láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Gbogbo ọmọ Ifá, gbogbo babaláwo, Iyanifa, bàbá lórìṣà, ìyá lórìṣà, gbogbo àpẹ̀tẹ̀ bí gbogbo oníṣègùn, gbogbo àwa tá à ń jókòó ṣiṣẹ́ ẹrú mọlẹ̀ àní ṣiṣẹ́ o. Iṣẹ́ táwọn ọ̀yà mi ti yọ́nú sí òun ló máa gbé wá fún wa o. Àní báráyé fọwọ́ tì o. Bá a ṣe ń já ewé á máa jẹ́, bá a ṣe ń gún egbò á máa jẹ́ fún wa, bá a ṣe ń lò á máa dún láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àní fara wa ṣiṣẹ́ o, àní fọmọ ṣiṣẹ́ o, àní fọkọ ṣiṣẹ́ o, àní ṣàṣedànù, àní ṣàṣetì nídìí iṣẹ́ Ifá yìí láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Tá a bá wá rẹ́ni tó ń ṣàìsàn ní gbogbo àgọ́ ara ẹ̀, Ọ̀ṣunṣẹ̀ǹgẹ̀ṣẹ̀ olóyún ayọ̀, alágbólódò ìyá mi ni mò ń ké sí, kó wá gbé ire wá fún wa lódindi báyìí, kó mú ara wa dá láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Iṣan ara yín ọmọ aráyé ò ní fi jà yín láàmú, ẹ̀jẹ̀ ara yín ọmọ aráyé ò ní fi jà yín láàmú. Àìsàn kéré ó tóbi ni, ó gbóògùn ni kò gbóògùn, ọmọ aráyé ò ní fi ìkọ̀kan náà ṣe ní àtìyín láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Wọ́n ní bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ ń ṣẹnu rere ní awo yin Ifá, Ifá yin Elédùmarè ọba, àtèmi àti yín padà wá yin awo, padà wá yin Ifá, padà wá yin Elédùmarè, nítorí pé ọ̀rọ̀ wa ti dayọ̀, ọ̀rọ̀ wa ti dayọ̀. Ìwúre tá à ń wù yìí á mọ yín lórí níbi gbogbo tẹ́ ẹ bá wà. Wọ́n ní tó bá jẹ́ pé kọ̀ọ̀kan ló fi wẹ̀ yín jọ́tọ́ bí yín á kàn yín lára, tó wáyé pé omi ló fi wẹ̀ yín jọ́tọ́ bí yín á mọ yín lára. Ṣèbí wọ́n ní táfẹ́fẹ́ bá fẹ́ akàn bí oko lára, níbi gbogbo tẹ́ ẹ bá wà ìwúre èyí á kàn yín lára, á ṣe rere mọ́ yín, orí yín àgbà, ìṣẹ̀dá yín àgbà láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Èyí tá a tún ti wá wí lẹ́yìn àbáládá o, àmọ́ wọ́n ní àbátálágẹ mọ́ bá dá lòrìṣà òkè nígbà, èmi àti ní tún ti dábàá lẹ́yìn òrìṣà òkè ti gbà, torí pé àwíṣẹ́ ni ti Fá, àfọ̀ṣẹ́ ní Ọ̀rúnmìlà. Èyí tá a wí lẹ́yìn àṣẹ ti gùn, arọ̀ ti rọ̀ mọ́, ó ti rí bẹ́ẹ̀, ó ti ṣẹ bẹ́ẹ̀ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àṣẹ wàá. Ẹ ṣé gan ni o, wọ́n ní onírú ṣe ọlọ́bẹ̀ ṣe, ẹ̀yin tá ẹ bá wa jẹ́ náà ẹ kú àìbínú. Thank you very much for joining. This is Àṣẹ for today. This is season 2 episode 17, and we treated Odù Ifá Obara Meji. Until Monday when we come for another episode of Àṣẹ for today, mo ní ire gbogbo báyìí òun ló máa bá wa lọ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ire la máa rí, ire lójú owó ń rí, ire lèmi àti yín á máa rí láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. On Sunday, don't forget to join us for our Sunday morning live streaming, 12 noon Nigerian time, 11 a.m. on for those in UK and in Ghana, and it will be 7 a.m. on the EST. Until Sunday, continue to listen and follow the instructions of the Odù Ifá, because our blessing is here now. Àṣẹ, it is done. Have a nice day and enjoy the rest of your day. Láṣẹ.